So, if you want to define, uh, Girish, these are the top three things which are learned or implemented, whether it in some of mindset, whether it in some of the technique, uh, which led you to this 122% hike. So, how do you define the top three things?
The top thing, I'll start with the topmost thing. Topmost thing that I learned from you, that motivation is a scam. Do not get motivated and then do the things. You need to have a system of things. You need to get up at same time, sit on the bench at same day every day and do the work. Even if you are not motivated, even if you are less motivated, even if you are highly motivated,
Hmm.
don't care about motivation. Go
Yes.
there, sit for 2 hours, do your thing, get up, and do not even exceed that 2 hour number. Every day put 2 hours, and eventually, like as you
100%.
say, that magic happens at the last. You need to trust the process. You need to be very sure that yeah, something will happen, but don't think about that much. Don't think about the results. Just think
Mhm.
about, yeah, at least I'm progressing from what I was yesterday.
Hi, guys. Good evening. Welcome to one more podcast after a short break with me, where I interview current working professionals who are from different domains and started with us and are able to achieve remarkable hikes in their careers. And today we have one more record-breaking hike story, I would call, in front of us, Mr. Rishabh. He has 1 year, 11 months of experience, just under 2 years of experience. Started his career as a data analyst with a Chennai-based swim in a hybrid model with a current CTC of 77.5. And in just 9 weeks, he's able to crack Bain and Co., which is a top three consulting firms in the world, as an associate in just 9 weeks with a whooping 122% hike. Yes, you heard it right. 122% hike in 9 weeks. So I know you are wondering about how did he do it, what has he done, how it is possible, क्या हो सकता है and everything. So today we'll ask Rishabh what exactly is the journey he had, what are the challenges he's faced, what exactly is the takeaways you can take his from his journey to reach that level of hike as well. ठीक है? Without wasting much time, let's welcome Mr. Rishabh to the podcast. Hi Rishabh.
Yeah, hi Gireesh. Thank you for the introduction. It was really nice.
That's great. So without wasting much time, just give us a brief intro about yourself apart from this to the audience.
Yeah, so I was born and brought up in Delhi, and
Mhm.
I did my graduation from VIT Bhopal University in computer science and engineering.
Mhm.
There I scored a CGPA of 8.76,
Very
and
good.
thereafter I've been campus placed into Latent View Analytics. That is my current organization,
Mhm.
and as a data analyst. And since 1 year 11 months, I've been working into my current organization. I've been doing data science, data analytics, even business analytics and Gen AI work in my current organization.
Great.
And I work for Fortune 500 clients in my current organization.
Oh,
Uh,
great. Okay. So your clients are Fortune 500 already. Okay.
yeah.
Great. Super. Okay. Now, before we get into your hike story and everything, I have some couple of questions, which is the most common thing people come and ask me. And there are a lot of confusions around this term called data analyst, business analyst, data scientist. मतलब कुछ लोग समझ में आता है, lot of people understand business analyst is the same as data analyst. Some people don't know the difference between a data analyst and a data scientist. So there is a huge confusion on it. So if you wanted to explain in a very layman language, what does a data analyst do? What does a business analyst do? And what is the difference between a data analyst and a data scientist? Just give us the brief.
Yeah, so basically, I'll talk about business analyst first. So,
Mhm.
business analyst understands the business problems
Okay.
and they communicate with the clients and gather the requirements.
Mhm.
Example, let's say कोई client आया and he said that our sales are dropping.
Mhm.
Then they will answer that question why this sales are dropping. So
Mhm.
this is basically what business analysts do in a brief.
Mhm.
And switching for to business analyst to data
Mhm.
analyst works with data to find insights and insights. They are basically they have more than the toolbox is much wider than the business analyst. They are more into tools. They use Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python. So similar to, like, we'll take the sales example. if the business analyst will answer why sales is dropping, the
Hmm.
data analyst would look like that sales dropped 20% in the north region in last quarter. They
Hmm.
will answer this type
Specific,
of query to the
specific
client.
data points questions.
Specific
Okay.
data problems.
Mm-hmm.
And what data scientists will do is data scientists will build productive models. Data
Mm-hmm.
science will go in more into dive into machine learning,
Uh,
forecasting to build accurate decisions. So
mm-hmm.
let's say if you know about the sales, you know about the percentages, why it dropped, how much it dropped. Now you want to predict the next quarter sales using the past data. That is where the data
Okay.
scientist will come in.
Okay. Okay. So
So
it
the
is like
business analyst,
future predictions. Future predictions.
yes,
Okay.
future predictions. Business analyst will know what to solve. Data analyst will do what happened and why it happened. A data
Mm.
scientist will do what will happen next. So this is the simple differences between these two.
I think it's very well put. Very well put. Very good. So now my question to you is, what is a basic minimum education qualification a person should have to start his career in the data domain overall, whether it is a business analyst or a data analyst or a data scientist? What is the basic qualification that person should have? And basic skill sets as well. Maybe you can put that way.
I think looking into my organization, and I've looked into many organizations as I have my roommates, my colleagues from different domains.
Mm,
I even if you have a bachelor's degree, let's
mm,
say in non-technical graduates as well, like BCom, BBA, and if
mm,
you have in like say science, statistics, mathematics, or
mm,
in engineering degree, that is a good. But
mm,
even non-technical graduates can enter with proper upskilling. Like they can learn Python, they can learn SQL, they can
mm,
learn
mm,
analytical tools. Even by many seniors have not done computer science engineering or even not
mm.
done BTech also. So they are my seniors, they are my managers also. They've entered the data domain while learning these skills and while cracking the interviews. So you
So,
can take many professional certifications from
mm,
many, let's say Coursera, Google, IBM. So you need a basic bachelor's degree. You can need a practical projects. You can need a good portfolio, and then it's good to start with data domain.
great. So basically, there should be a passion for data as a whole domain rather than the education qualification is not that criteria as well. Great, understood.
Yeah.
So now tell me what is the scope of data science as a domain, data as a domain, because I know AI is everywhere, but I wanted to ask you, how do you see the future of data domain as such, the whole spectrum of data analysts, data scientists, machine learning in the next couple of years?
So the scope of data science is really huge, like
Mhm.
because every industry now depends on data-driven decisions.
Mhm.
Even if you talk about finance, in finance they have fraud detection, in health they have like disease prediction,
Hmm.
retail may they have recommendation system.
Hmm.
Like I'll talk about consulting. Consulting they have business insights.
Hmm.
So with the rise of let's say with the rise of AI, LLMs, the automation and demand from data professional is like rapidly growing day by day. It's like growing only. If you go
Hmm.
to any of the job search, any of the LinkedIn, Naukri, Ambition Box, any of the platform, you see every day if you search for data scientist, data analyst job, you see a growing trend into it. So
Hmm.
roles are expanding, like they're expanding from data analyst, data scientist, like not even data. Let's say if you exclude the data into roles, we have ML engineers, we have AI engineers, we have DevOps professional that is transitioning into AI engineering. So in short, I will call data as the new oil, and those who can analyze and use it effectively, they will always be in demand.
Great, great, great. Because I think everybody's scared of this AI thing right now. I think now you are already this spectrum of data will eventually hit there, right? So you are in the right space if you are in the data domain and everything. Great, understood. Okay, now let's come back to the basic concept of you starting your job search journey, right? So it's been approximately 1 year, 11 months you are into the current job, and so first of all, just wanted to ask you, so before you started with me, definitely there would have been a journey, right? In terms of applying for jobs or reaching out to people and all these things, right? So tell me actually, what has been your journey in terms of your whole job search before you connected with me? For example, what exactly is the process you followed before you reached out to me? And give me some numbers as well. How many jobs you used to apply? What exactly is the response rate before? Just give me some numbers as well.
So yeah, initially when I decided to switch, I was really I do not know how to apply. I know I require good projects.
Hmm.
I require good resume.
Hmm.
I watched a lot of YouTube videos how your resume should look like.
Hmm.
There are a lot of strict guidelines that my this resume got selected in Microsoft.
Yeah.
Only this type of resume got selected into Google.
Yeah.
So there are
Yeah.
a lot of lot of set of rules that you need to follow to build a resume. And then if I built a resume that for me, I thought that it is a very great resume. I go to all the resume scorer websites, let's say any of them. I saw a great score, like, okay, it's scoring 90%.
Okay.
Now I think
Mm,
I'll be able to apply to many jobs and I'll get selected in, let's say,
mm,
5
mm,
out of 10 or
mm,
10 out of 20 jobs.
mm,
So I was really
mm,
confident that I built a resume that has a score of 19 resume worded. I
mm.
score 90-95 in resume worded. That is the top tool that
Yes.
everybody use.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But when I started applying, I used to apply around 4 to 5 jobs every day, uh,
Good.
with two resumes or three resumes at max. I'll be honest. I used only two resumes that I built wholeheartedly,
Mm-hmm.
prepared from whatever I learned through LinkedIn, whatever I learned, what is the best standard. But after, let's say, applying to 30-40 jobs, I only got around 2 calls. That too after getting a referral from LinkedIn. I used to
Reach out to
reach out to
people.
people that yeah,
Mm,
I used
mm,
to reach out to people. Only two companies reached out to me. One would be Citibank, and one I got in examination. You got a test link from BCG, so I got a test link from BCG via this these two resumes. But soon I realized that something must be wrong because I have been scoring 95 plus in resume worded. Why am I not getting shortlisted? Is it because I need more referrals? Is it the market? Is it a? I was not clear like where I'm lacking from it.
Got it. Got it.
And yeah, yeah,
So
this is
then
the
what?
whole journey.
Understood. Understood. So then what made you to decide ki, oh, okay, I've done every hard work of what I can do. So let me find somebody who is a professional to get it. Because a lot of people think कि भाई मैं खुद कर सकता हूँ भाई चैट जीपीटी है जने भी है यूट्यूब वीडियोस भी देख लिया मैंने सब है or I'll take some reference from my senior who is already working in the biggest company. So what made you ki at what point and what made you to decide ki oh I need some professional help, let me ask for some help.
Uh, I'll be honest. So I saw Shreya's podcast on your channel,
Yeah.
and I really related to her story
Hmm.
because she's also from data domain,
Yeah.
and I saw someone that I can relate to. That she was also applying jobs. She was not getting interview calls. She was very confident, and if I get an interview call, let's say if
Mhm.
I get into 3-4 interview calls, I'll crack at least one.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting the 3-4 calls as well. She had a similar experience, she had a similar teacher, like whatever
Hmm.
she told in the podcast, I related to that much. So that way I
Mhm.
think that uh, if I can do the same that she did it, I can be also reaching up to that level. If not, then even lesser than that would be very fine for me because I was not even aiming to that number where she reached. So
When you
that was not
started,
in my
when you started, you're not aiming for that number also. Makes
yeah,
sense.
absolutely.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So now let's talk about the aftermath of you starting with us, right? It's been almost of 9 weeks. You spent good amount of time with me in the process which I followed, right? So if you want to define, uh, Girish, these are the top three things which are learned or implemented, whether it in some of mindset, whether it in some of the technique, uh, which led you to this 120, 122% hike. So how do you define the top three things?
The top thing, I'll start with the topmost thing. That topmost thing that I learned from you, that motivation is a scam. Do not get motivated and then do the things. You need to have a system of things. You need to get up at same time, sit on the bench at same day every day and do the work. Even if you are not motivated, even if you are less motivated, even if you are highly motivated,
Hmm.
don't care about motivation. Go
Yes.
there, sit for 2 hours, do your thing, get up, and do not even exceed that 2 hour number. Every day, put 2 hours, and eventually, like as you
Consistent.
say, that magic happens at the last. You need to trust the process. You need to be very sure that yeah, something will happen, but don't think about that much. Don't think about the results. Just think
Hmm.
about yeah, at least I'm progressing from what I was yesterday. At least I learned something technical. At least I applied 20 more jobs today with customized resume and 10 of the jobs.
Good.
So make a system of it. The first more thing is learn. Make a system. Stick to that system. Note your progress
Yeah.
and note your findings. You need to see that what you are doing tomorrow. You need to have a checklist of it. So
Correct.
these things I remember. First thing is. Second thing is uh, you taught me that we should not be very impatient with the stuff. I know you have given yourself maybe 2 months. Like, my manager is very rude to me. My organization is very rude to me. They are applying work from office. I need to travel south because my office was in south. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
very drained to get from Delhi to Chennai in flight. So yeah, if you have given yourself time, uh, take have some patience. If you given, let's say, 90 days, it can happen in 90th day as well, or it can
Yes,
happen in 95th day as well.
yes.
So do not feel like that these 90 days nothing is happening. Even in starting of the weeks, I was thinking, Girish, I'm doing everything right, everything correct. I'm applying to whatever jobs you've told. Why
Mhm.
it is not happening? Like, why I'm not getting calls? Why my resume is not shortlisting?
Yes,
Even if you're doing everything right, maybe the things might be in progress, because what happens in MNC, even if you applied in, let's say, September, they'll call you in November. Even
yes.
if you applied in August, they can call you in December. Even if your round one has happened, they can call you round two in the next month. So it can happen in MNCs. It happens sometimes. Some let's say project doesn't get initiated. They don't get approval from director. Some or another thing happens. Just you need to just trust the process. And the third thing that I've learned from you is like, you should never feel too much proud of yourself. You should never feel that, okay, I've done enough. I'm doing enough. You should always be hungry. You should always seek, like, okay, I'm doing less. Let's say if I'm earning something right now, I should not compare it with my colleagues or with someone that is earning less to me. You should always see that, okay, this person of my age, my domain, my skill set is earning 22 times more than me, 3 times more than me. What is I am lacking in that? I have all the things that he has. I have a laptop. I have a internet connection with me.
Correct.
What is he doing that I am doing wrong? You should
Correct.
always look someone that is above you, and you should see that even if you copy them, let's say you won't reach that level, but you will be higher than what you are right now.
100%.
So
100%.
that's the
Very good.
points.
I think it's more of a mindset which you have highlighted in this whole process. That's what I always tell people, right? Mindset is the first test. If your mindset
Yeah.
doesn't match with skill set, people think only skill matters. That's the reason when you come into the community, I first make you do vision board. And I tell people, बनाओ. आपको लगता है कि ये छोटा बच्चा का काम है, but ये छोटा बच्चा का काम है, you will get it out, right? So I also wanted to give a ground reality check for the people who are watching this video, right? Let's not only talk about 122% hike. I also wanted to talk about the hard work or the numbers you have put behind this, right? Now tell me the exact numbers. Okay. So in 9 weeks, how many number of jobs applied? How many interviews given? How many rejections, outright rejections they have done? How many are still in the pipeline? And give me the whole pipeline, which I always talk about pipeline. So give me the pipeline numbers.
So I've applied to more than close to 750 jobs. Uh,
Wow. Wow.
Jobs like 250 to 300 jobs in LinkedIn, because whenever I apply in LinkedIn, I used to customize my resume for every job. In
Yes.
LinkedIn, you can find MNCs, you can find the topmost company that you want to go.
Hmm.
So this would take time. That's why the LinkedIn numbers are less.
Hmm.
Then I applied few around 300 jobs in Naukri,
Great.
and then few other portals like Hirist or
Hmm.
something like that. But yeah, basically LinkedIn and Naukri, these were two platforms where I
Hmm.
used to hit apply most.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, close to 750 jobs I've applied.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow.
outright rejections, I think around 7 to 8 outright rejections I got. Ghosting or rejections, whatever you can say. I
Yeah.
used to reach out. I used to reach out via emails like, I'm still interested in this.
Hmm.
Can you tell me about my performance in the round one? What
Hmm.
is the round two?
I get it.
Even I've told you about my dream company, that I want to go into this company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
that
You meeting.
company
Hmm.
when that
Hmm.
company ghosted and rejected me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I we talked and you told me that, yeah, do not get attached to the company, get attached to the process.
Yes.
If you get attached to the process, and today I think, because if I would have joined that company at that time, they were not offering me this salary, way
Yeah.
less than this
Yeah.
offering. They
It's
straight
very.
away told me that that is not our budget.
Yeah.
Even if I stated a very less number than what I
Hmm.
have achieved, they
Hmm.
were stating that this is not our budget. But still, I wanted to go into that.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So
So
yeah,
that's a good number. So
7 to 8 outright elections, and 3 to 4 are still in pipeline. I'm in contact with US-based AI startups, and one or two more MNCs are there.
good. Now tell me something, right? 750 jobs in 9 weeks. it's a record in terms of inputs, right? So I know you have gone through this frustration journey of like no not getting things and everything, right? What made you to stay consistent? Because that's the missing piece people don't understand. So what made you to like भाई ठीक है calls आ रहा है calls नहीं आ रहा है ghosting कर रहा है सब चल रहा है but लेकिन मैं लगातार लगे रहता हूँ. What made you to stay consistent?
The biggest motivation, if you say, but I don't believe in motivation right now. But yeah, biggest factor that keep me moving was looking at the examples. Basically, if you look in the community, people who had a career gap of 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, they started from 90 day. They start from day zero. They cracked the offer letter on set 100th day, or let's say 120th day. Even they did that, and then you question yourself that if they are doing the same thing and they can do that,
Why
I
can't
think I can do that same thing, applying the same pressure, same tracking, same learning. No matter how I felt, I keep reminding myself that every rejection is one step closer to selection.
very good, very good, very good. That's the whole concept, right? If one person can do it, I think they can also do it. Great. Now, last two questions I have, right? So if there is somebody who is watching this video thinking कि भाई market बहुत खराब है, layoff चल रहा है, ये सब चल रहा है, friends are telling don't shift right now, stay in the same company. Current company is telling that 10% ही बहुत है, प्रसाद ले लो. So what do you suggest with these people who think that external factors are deciding their career? Because of external factors, they are not able to grow. And what is that one suggestion you wanted to give? Because you're a guy with less than 2 years of experience, I would say, and still broke the
Yes.
record and with the first offer letter. So do you think really companies look at only your years of experience or they look something far beyond that? Just highlight on this point.
I would say external factors will always exist. They will never go away. मैं जब सेकेंड ईयर में था तब से मार्केट डाउन ही है, कभी अप हुआ ही नहीं, मैंने तो यही सुना है. अब सेकेंड ईयर के बाद मेरे को 2 साल हो गए हैं, तो मार्केट ले ऑफ्स, मार्केट शट डाउन, कंपनी पॉलिसीज, आज ट्रम्प आ गया, किसी ने कुछ कर दिया. सो व्हाट आई विल बिलीव इज फोकस ऑन व्हाट यू कैन कंट्रोल. दीज थिंग्स तो अपने कंट्रोल में है ही नहीं.
Yes,
These things are not in your. You can control your skills, your consistency, your job search strategy. You can either, like, even in tough markets, I say good talents always finds the opportunities.
correct. I think
So
that's beautifully
don't
put. Hmm.
डोंट वेट फॉर द परफेक्ट टाइम कि भाई मैंने ना अभी डेटा साइंस का कोर्स पूरा नहीं किया है, मैं
हाँ,
सिर्फ 30% ही किया है, मैं जब 70-80% कर लूंगा तब अप्लाई
अभी
करूंगा.
start कर.
ये सबसे बड़ा माइंडसेट है. सो डोंट वेट फॉर द परफेक्ट टाइम, क्रिएट योर ओन टाइम, स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग एंड स्टार्ट अप्लाइंग. हु नोज 90% कंप्लीट करने से पहले तेरी जॉब लग जाए.
Correct, correct. So basically, you are saying that don't wait for being so perfect and ready to get started. Jump kar lo, tad seek lo over the process, right? Great, understood. Now, one more major problem which a lot of people come and tell me is Gireesh, right now we are in the concept of AI. AI is making videos, AI is automating everything. Then why should I take somebody's help like you? Why can't I do everything by myself? I can apply jobs using AI. में बहुत सारा ऑनलाइन टूल्स भी आ गया, जैसे आपने बोला था रेज्यूमे टूल्स आ गया, लिंक्डइन टूल्स आ गया, बहुत सारी चीजें आ गया, राइट? व्हाई शुड आई नीड अ पर्सन who is behind me to guide this whole journey of salary hike journey? Why can't I do it by myself? So what is that one suggestion you would give to those kind of people who feel that they can do it by themselves? And yeah, that is the final point.
So I believe like AI tools like Chat GPT, Gemini can give you information, but they can't give you direction. They don't know your exact profile, they don't know your exact strength. जब one on one बात करते हैं, they know your how you're speaking. I remember one exercise we did. We wanted to be an HR, and you will be a someone who is interviewing with us. It was very difficult for us to be an HR. People used to think that HR तो कुछ भी नहीं है, सिर्फ बात करना होता है पूरे दिन. बट ये बात करने का भी बहुत स्किल होता है. जब हमने खुद ट्राई किया पढ़ने का, we can't able to speak properly. So they don't know your exact profile like as AI tools. So I think a professional helps you with personalized strategy. They are very personalized. They know your resume positioning. They know your interview mindset, which AI I think can't tailor it perfectly. Also, like in this program, like you have someone who's looking after you every 3 days, every 2 days. They are texting you, why haven't you filled this form? Why the tracker sheet isn't filled? And that gives a human guidance will give you an accountability and clarity. okay, if I won't fill the form, let's say our mentor Shivani will, and she is
Absolutely.
sometimes she can be very rude, and she can show you that you are not doing the work as per as it's
Absolutely.
required.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And she doesn't care that you are an experienced professional, you are 30, you are 40, or 50. She'll be same. She'll teach you. She'll see the work. She'll see the data. You have not done the data. She'll scold you. So at least अगर कोई डंडा वंडा है ना हमारे पास, मेरे मैथ्स के टीचर बोलते थे कि मैथ्स उन्हीं की अच्छी होती है, इनके घर में डंडे चलते हैं।
Correct.
तो
Correct. 100%. 100%.
if someone is there to correct you, I think it really helps to keep you in that path. So it's like personalized strategy really works.
Great. Super. I think the insights which are shared in this podcast, right? It's been really, I think, you have put everything in a very simple language. I think that's what I really loved in this podcast. I hope people get this, what you're able to communicate. So, without wasting much time, Rishabh, I think what are the questions I am able to ask you? I asked you. I think you have answered in a very beautiful manner. So, now, last final question. So, you broke the record. It's okay. Good. And you told the third statement you learned from is not to be satisfied. So, tell me. So, 2 साल में बहुत ठीक है. Good. You have made it good level. So tell me in the next 2 years plan, what exactly are you planning? Right now you're at associate level, right? In one of the top 3 companies you have cracked. So what in the next 2 years you are planning to look at?
Next 2 years, I think I'm currently in a good organization.
Hmm.
Next 2 years will be my steps to make a connections. So rather than focusing more on the skill set side, I'll be focusing more on building connections. I'll
Right.
be speaking with humans who have made changes into the industry, who are
Right.
the top 1%. So
Hmm.
where I'll be working, I'll be connecting with professionals from Google, Microsoft, even in my company, IIT, IIM graduates, top cream layer. Their brains work faster than even if you could even think of. So
Yes.
these types of people, if you like, I always say you're an average of 5 people around you. So if you'll build those circle, you'll be automatically growing. So not focusing uh, much on monetary side of things. I'll be focusing more on connections, more
Great.
on how the industry really works. I used to think that people with good coding will earn will earn good salary. Like best coder will have best salary.
Yeah.
It's really absurd thing to think about. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Good
No.
coders. You need to have proper communication skills, proper ways to put up your solutions. You need to know how the leadership thinks. You need to be aligned with the clients.
Yes.
So next 2 years मेरा ये रहेगा that I'll build strong connections, and I think if you have connections, you don't need to uh,
Focus on.
reapply these things. फिर से
Yeah.
वापस uh, फिर से वापस resume apply करना. You don't need these things after 2 years.
700 एप्लीकेशन नहीं भेजना चाहिए नेक्स्ट टाइम. ठीक है. Good. So I
Yes.
think the in a nutshell, what you said is your network is your net worth. I think that's what you have highlighted in this whole thing. I think that's what is very important because you also told just right now that you saw other people in the community who are able to crack that heights, right? That gives you like validation कि भाई अगर वो कर सकते तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. But yeah, so very good way of putting it. Network is very 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 important. Good. So I hope that's it, guys, from today in this podcast. I hope you got a lot of insights from the concept of what is a data scientist do to how exactly Rishabh is able to crack a 122% hike with the record breaking efforts of 750 jobs. Now, please don't only see the hike. The reason we do this podcast is to give you the ground reality कि अगर आप इतना लेवल पे चाहते हैं इतना मेहनत भी करना पड़ता है in a consistent manner, right? I hope Rishabh has taken Shreya as example, and he has not only taken as an example, he has done it and is about to crack that record. So I hope somebody will watch Rishabh's video and break Rishabh's record also in the first offer letter. That is what we are aiming for. We are trying to build a community which is not motivated. We are trying to build a community which is inspiring and which will also inspire other people, right? I hope you got the value from this podcast. If you really like this podcast, share this with your friends who are in the tech space. Let me know in the comment below what kind of profiles you want me to interact and give you the guidance on, right? With that, thank you so much once again, Rishabh, for doing this. It means a lot. I really loved working with you. Last one thing I want to tell about you as well in this podcast, right? Uh, I would say the number one quality which got you 122% hike is not that consistency, is not the other parameters we discussed. The only thing you got in you that got you that 120% hike is your ability to listen, shut your ego down, and implement. That is what got you the result. And I request you to keep the same quality बिकॉज आप अभी तक मेरे को एक सवाल भी रिवर्स नहीं पूछा है, ये क्यों ऐसा करना चाहिए, ऐसे क्यों नहीं कर सकता हूँ. आई ऑलवेज टेल यू, लोग दिमाग मत लगाओ, दैट इज माई रूल, राइट. यू फॉलोड दैट रूल टू द टी. You didn't use the brain, you followed what I said, you got the result. It's the most difficult thing people should do because we have the biggest egos. And I want you to keep the same. Don't raise your ego based upon your CTC. दिमाग मत लगाओ. जो भी लोग आपकी डोमाइन में सक्सेसफुल लोग हैं, वो लोग बोल रहे कर लो, and you will see the magic. So, and all these things is a byproduct of that mindset, right? So that's my feedback on you. I would love to be a part of the community and contribute to other people like this and inspire other people, right? All the best. Looking forward for further records because we still have time for the joining of this offer later. ठीक है? So थोड़ा सा record break करते हैं, फिर मैं एक बाइट लेता हूँ आपके ये podcast को. ठीक है? Thanks so much, Rishabh. That's it from my side, guys. I'll see you in one more podcast soon.